Deep within classified Pentagon war rooms, America's military leaders are quietly orchestrating the most ambitious defense project of the 21st century. What they're building isn't just a weapon, it's a game changer that could tilt the balance of global power. And the shocking part? Most Americans have no idea it even exists. The numbers alone should make rivals lose sleep. Nearly 40 ghost-like bombers are taking shape in secret California hangars, each one valued at $700 million. But here's what mainstream outlets won't tell you. This isn't just another expensive aircraft. This is America preparing for a new era of conflict. An era where the winner is whoever dominates the invisible battlefield of stealth technology. The Air Force recently doubled down, committing $10 billion to accelerate production of 145 B-21 Raiders, the largest single aircraft investment in more than a decade. While China struggles with outdated bombers, and Russia's next-generation projects stumble with delays, America has already moved beyond prototypes. Test flights are happening. Mass production is gearing up. The timing? Not random, entirely strategic. But here's the deeper story. The real reason behind this sudden surge reveals far more than anyone publicly admits. Originally, the Pentagon planned for just 100 bombers. But classified intelligence reports forced a shocking revision, boosting the order by 45%. Why? Because the world is changing at an alarming pace. General Anthony Cotton, commander of U.S. Strategic Command, recently warned that the global environment has become significantly more dangerous than when the program began. What shifted so dramatically? According to insiders, aggressive Chinese military developments and Russia's escalations left the U.S. no choice but to rethink its entire long-range strike doctrine. A turning point came during Operation Midnight Hammer, when America unleashed 7 B-2 bombers, nearly the entire stealth fleet, just for one mission against Iranian nuclear sites. That razor-thin margin exposed a chilling reality. America was one step away from not having enough bombers to sustain operations if conflict spread. The numbers don't lie. America's current bomber lineup includes 63 aging B-1 Lancers, 19 B-2 Spirits, and 76 Cold War-era B-52 Stratofortresses. The youngest B-2 rolled off the line in 1997, nearly 3 decades ago. Once you factor in maintenance cycles and training requirements, almost the entire operational stealth fleet was tied up in that single strike. That's not strength, that's vulnerability. And adversaries noticed. Intelligence indicates that both Beijing and Moscow structured parts of their war strategies around this weakness. They believed that after one major strike, the US would need weeks before regrouping for another. That dangerous window of vulnerability was the cornerstone of their war planning. But with the B-21 Raider, that assumption collapses. The B-21 isn't just another bomber. It's a technological leap that adversaries can't catch up to. While others wrestle with basic stealth concepts, American engineers have already mastered what some analysts call next-generation invisibility. Advanced radar-absorbing materials, refined aerodynamics, and cutting-edge electronic warfare systems combine to create what may be the most survivable aircraft in history. But stealth is only the beginning. The B-21 is designed as a multi-mission platform. Bomber, spy plane, command center, and electronic warfare hub, all rolled into one. Imagine a ghostly war machine that not only strikes deep into enemy territory, but also directs the entire battle from the skies. Thanks to its open systems architecture, this bomber can integrate brand new technologies with minimal delays. Unlike older aircraft that required lengthy modifications, the B-21 can absorb new systems almost instantly. That means the planes built today will be upgraded with technology that doesn't even exist yet. Intelligence agencies are already developing black projects specifically designed to plug into this architecture. Range. Officials keep the details classified, but whispers suggest global strike capability, hitting any target on Earth without refueling. That eliminates America's dependency on forward bases vulnerable to enemy attacks. And when it comes to weapons, flexibility is the name of the game. The B-21 can deliver everything from precision-guided bombs to next-generation nuclear cruise missiles. In one moment, it can serve as a conventional strike asset, and in the next, as a cornerstone of nuclear deterrence. Behind the scenes, the production process itself is rewriting the playbook. Northrop Grumman took the painful lessons of the B-2 program and revolutionized how bombers are built. Using advanced digital engineering, They create digital twins, virtual models of each plane, before physical construction even begins. Problems are solved in the computer before they ever reach the assembly line. Augmented reality guides technicians through assembly. Artificial intelligence optimizes schedules and resources. The result? Precision manufacturing that delivers planes faster, cheaper, and with fewer errors. The supply chain stretches across the United States, involving hundreds of companies and thousands of workers. Pratt & Whitney builds the engines. BAE Systems develops electronic warfare systems. Spirit Aerosystems contributes critical structural components. It's not just a bomber program. It's an economic ecosystem, spreading jobs and technology across multiple states. Even costs. Historically, the Achilles heel of Pentagon projects are defying expectations. Early production lots slashed unit prices by 28%, saving taxpayers over $5 billion. Inflation and rising material costs, overpowered by manufacturing efficiency. The plan is to reach a production rate of 10 aircraft per year, but Pentagon insiders argue it should be double. Why? Because recent classified briefings to Congress revealed alarming intelligence about Chinese and Russian advances. Multiple lawmakers reportedly left those sessions visibly shaken. So what's the grand strategy? With 145 B-21s, America could sustain simultaneous deterrence in both Europe and the Pacific, while holding reserves for unexpected crises. Imagine adversaries forced to stretch their defenses thin, knowing that invisible bombers could strike command centers, air defenses, naval facilities, or industrial targets without warning. Allies benefit too. NATO partners and Pacific allies gain reassurance from American capabilities they can't replicate. Coalition warfare suddenly tilts heavily in America's favor, reinforcing Washington's leadership role. But the psychological factor may be the most powerful of all. For rivals, the knowledge that 145 virtually undetectable bombers exist is a nightmare scenario. Planning offensive campaigns becomes nearly impossible when entire fleets of invisible war machines could appear overhead at any moment. Of course, nuclear deterrence remains central. The B-21 secures America's position in the nuclear triad well into the 2060s. With new adversary nuclear systems emerging, this ensures no target can ever be considered safe from US retaliation. That credibility has prevented great power wars for decades, and the B-21 guarantees it continues. Yes, intelligence suggests China is making progress on quantum radar technology, a potential threat to stealth, but sources claim the B-21 already incorporates countermeasures designed to neutralize such systems. Details, of course, remain classified. Economically, the B-21 program fuels more than just defense. It ignites American industry. Training programs create a new generation of aerospace experts. Breakthroughs in stealth materials, AI, and manufacturing spill over into civilian sectors like automotive and commercial aviation. Small suppliers gain access to cutting-edge innovations, strengthening America's broader industrial base. While the bomber itself won't be exported, subsystems and spin-off technologies will. Allies gain capabilities, US companies gain revenue, and innovation accelerates in a virtuous cycle. And the long-term sustainment of these bombers means decades of work for thousands of Americans. Maintenance, upgrades, and logistics will ensure these aircraft remain at the cutting edge for their entire lifespan. Future integrations with sixth-generation fighters, unmanned systems, and space assets will transform the B-21 into a central node in a global power projection network. Artificial intelligence will increasingly support operations, enhancing mission planning, threat detection, and real-time targeting. And while today's B-21s are crude, the design leaves open the possibility of unmanned variants for especially high-risk missions. But America also faces hard choices with allies. Some technologies will be shared, others remain tightly guarded to prevent espionage. And espionage is already a real threat. Both Russia and China have attempted to steal B-21 secrets through cyber and human intelligence. The FBI has confirmed multiple arrests tied to such efforts, though the details remain classified. Still, the overarching message is crystal clear. America is committed to maintaining unquestioned air superiority, no matter the cost. The decision to field 145 B-21 Raiders sends a message not only to adversaries, but to allies. America is serious, prepared, and determined. At a time when authoritarian regimes are pushing boundaries and testing the world order, the US isn't responding with empty words. It's answering with cold, hard steel. and radar-defying wings. For enemies, this changes everything. For allies, it restores faith in American strength. And for the world, it signals that peace, however fragile, will be defended by the most advanced fleet of bombers humanity has ever created. The B-21 Raider isn't just a bomber. It's the embodiment of American innovation, determination, and the belief that freedom must always be protected. These aircraft, silently rolling out of hangars today, will serve as guardians of democracy for decades to come.